Welcome back to another segment of the story here on 55 Plus No Limits. Today with me I have Frank Murga, who happens to be one of our standing RSVP volunteers. He helps in many areas, and one of them is the CERT team, the emergency response team for the city of Cranston. He's also a Red Cross volunteer. He's also trained in CPR and first aid. And Frank has many.
I also write a column for the newsletter.
That is correct. He also is a writer. He writes a column in our bi-monthly newsletter, which is called On Alert.
On Alert.
On Alert. That was going to be alert, right?
Right.
Right. So here on my notes, Frank, I have that you were born in Brooklyn, New York,
Yep.
June 28, 1934.
Yeah, during the time of the Great Depression.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell me about those times.
Ooh, they were tough. I remember when we used to ration our food was rationed, our leather goods were rationed, mostly everything was rationed. We used to carry around a little green book and had little coupons in it. And once you used that one particular coupon for that one particular item, you had to wait another year before you got the same item again.
Coupon wasn't a coupon where you got that item in exchange for that coupon.
Yes.
You would still have to pay.
Oh, yes. You still
wow.
have to pay. But it was rationed because of the war and the Depression.
Where exactly in New York City did you live?
The Lower East Side on the near, I even remember the name, Delancey Street. It was a neighborhood that was affordable, let's put it that way.
Okay.
I remember we used to live on the 5th floor, no elevators, we had to walk up and down. So if you were short on milk, you had to go down to the grocery store and buy your milk and then take it back up 5 flights of stairs.
How many flights did this building of yours have?
Most of them, they were called brown houses, and they had 5 floors to it.
Okay, so you lived at the top.
At the top, yeah.
You lived at the penthouse level.
Yeah, yeah, it was. My mother always used to pick the top floor because,
For what reason?
well, my brother and I used to play around in the house, and if we were on the neighbors below us used to get the brooms and knock it on the ceiling, telling us to keep quiet. But it was fun.
Okay. Now, I've seen in movies, especially when they show New York, that back then a lot of the kids used to play on the rooftops.
Oh, yeah.
Were you able to do that?
Oh, yeah. In fact, not too many people know this, but I nearly got killed because I played on the rooftops. We used to play tag on the rooftops.
All right.
And the brown houses were close together.
So you could actually jump from roof
From
to
one
roof?
roof to the next.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but when
Did you do that?
Yes, but when I first moved in the neighborhood, I wasn't familiar with all the rules and being too close together. And we were playing tag one day, and somebody was chasing me to tag me, and I was jumping in different roofs, and one roof was that way, and I just put my leg over that roof there, and I saw, and thank God I pulled back.
So you didn't jump? You didn't jump?
No.
Wow.
That's 5 floors down. A lot of
Where-
kids didn't have the parents to watch over them as my mother did.
Okay.
My mother used to go around, and when we moved into a new neighborhood, she used to go around and tell the proprietors of the stores around there, see that? That's my son. If he does anything wrong, I'll let me know.
Oh.
And they were watchdogs for me, so I
Right.
couldn't do anything wrong, even if I wanted to.
Okay. Oh, so you had a strong mother then?
Oh, yes, very strong mother.
Very good. You actually quit high school. Tell me about that period.
Yeah, well, it was again during the Depression and like that. And my father left the house, and my mother had to work 2 jobs.
Okay.
So I felt that it was my duty to help my mother, and I just quit school and worked in many places. And my pay in one place, I used to work in a butcher shop, and my pay in that place there was 50 cents, and then I used to work right up, all during the school day. 50 cents plus a chicken. The chicken went to my mother, and the 50 cents stayed with me until my mother needed it, and she got the rest of it.
50 cents plus a chicken.
50 cents and a chicken.
Now
And
that
I was allowed to pick out my own chicken.
very
Big or
good.
small,
I see that then you joined the U.S. Navy
Yeah,
Air Force.
Navy Air Force.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
Well, I felt that I needed, some background to start my life with, and I said, well, the Navy Air Force seems like a good thing. And I joined. I was stationed at Quonset Point. Quonset Point.
Did you serve in any battlegrounds?
But not in the Navy, but in the Army. When I re-upped in the Army, I did 20 years in the service.
Okay.
Yeah, but when re-upped in the Army, my unit was called up for the Desert Storm era. Fortunately, I didn't go because I was a staff sergeant at the time, and the people I was training needed me in a certain position. So I didn't go. I wasn't able to go. I would have gone. I would have liked to go, but
Yeah. So I'm sure you were able to travel the world with the
yeah.
Navy, Air Force, and the Army, right?
Italy, France, Germany, Morocco. I was stationed in Morocco for about 6 months. Yeah, I did a lot of overseas things.
Back then, what was the reception of the local people when they saw U.S. soldiers? What era are we talking about? What was going on back then when you were serving?
Well, the Second World War was over.
Okay.
When I was in Japan, there was a little hostility because of the atom bomb that was blown up.
Understandably.
Yeah, in fact, we were told there was certain places we should not go to.
Now, I see here that, and I think I remember this day, back in 2007, you stopped by the Cranston Senior Center,
Yeah.
and they called me over from the front desk that there was somebody that was interested in volunteering.
Yeah.
So we've been together, almost 10 years now?
Almost 10 years, yeah.
So what made you come to the center?
Well, the center was giving a CPR.
A free chicken.
Yes, the center was giving a CPR course.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, and I took the course, passed the course, and then the instructor asked if anybody wanted to take over the CPR program and and start teaching others. And I raised my hand. I was a volunteer for anything that I think would have enhanced me or that I could help somebody with, So
Now, although you did end up quitting high school, you did go back to night school and did other things, right?
oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, right. I got my high school diploma from night school, and then I went on my merry way to find other adventures.
And then eventually through the Army, you also completed credits for an associate degree, right?
That's correct.
In business.
In business,
Very good, very good.
ESPN.
Yeah. Now I see that you've done quite a bit in the volunteer realm. And before I forget, you also served as board president of the RSVP board,
That's correct.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the board president was our main function was to try to enhance the senior center by providing new equipment that maybe the kitchen needed, decorations that were not done, we had contests and raffles to earn that money, and we were also there to advise and help the staff, as well as the staff advising and helping us.
Yeah, but everything related to enhance the services for the senior community, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Very good, very good. Now I see you have also become certified in CPR and first aid, which we already talked about. You're certified as a shelter manager, You are also serve, of course, in the Community Emergency Response Team, which is the CERT team. You are also still an RSVP volunteer, and we already mentioned that you were past board president, and you mentioned about your the column you write, and you are also nationally certified in evidence-based programs such as chronic disease and matter of balance.
Yes, I teach.
Let's talk about a matter of balance, because that's a signature program of the Corporation for National and Community Service. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we and another partner of mine teach a course on the balancing, and many people misinterpret this when we say matter of balance, that we're going to make them balance on a board of 2x4 something. The idea of the matter of balance is to have them take the fear out of falling, and show them ways, if they fall, ways to get up without hurting themselves. Additionally, we give them exercise programs to help them increase their muscle power, and we try to take the fear of falling away from them.
Right.
And my motto is that fear is a helpful agent to you, because once you have that fear, you're going to be more cautious of where you're going.
And I know part of the program is that you also teach very useful exercises to keep strong, especially your hands. Can you show me that exercise you do with the hands when you put out your fingers?
Oh, that's just stretching out.
Yep. Oh yeah. What does this do?
This is the rowing.
Explain this. Okay. So what does this do for us?
The stretching out is normally when you fall, it's an easy, you just come up with it.
Right.
If you stretch out, you got a better balance, and you're not like this and falling down.
Right.
You know? So that's stretching it gives you the muscle power in the hands,
right,
and the wrist. The wrist is very important.
Right.
You notice when a baby starts toddling and walking,
yeah,
if they fall, the baby, first thing comes out is the hand. It's a natural thing. The first thing, unless you're walking and you have your hands in your pocket, which I tell the people, no hands in pockets.
That's a good advice.
Yeah.
That sounds really interesting. So it's very important if you folks want to register for one of these workshops that Frank leads, to call us. And you can, yeah, please, and you can reach us at 401, of course, 780-6000. And there'll also be, information on how you can reach us through Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube on here under the screen. And to come to a closing, we want to thank Frank for being here with us today in this segment of the story. And do you have a final words, Frank? Let people know about RSVP, how they can become a volunteer.
Yes, please come in. I'm here Mondays and Fridays, volunteering over here, and I will, be here for any questions you have to ask. And certainly, this is a wonderful place to spend some of your time.
And if you want to get to look like this when you're 82, be vibrant and learn how to not to fall, come to the exercises. All right? Until next time, thank you very much.